Let's bring in the CEO of Flywire now, Mike Massaro. Mike, thanks so much for being with us. You initially raised a little over $250 million. You boosted the size of the deal to $10.4 million. As Kristin just said, it initially priced at the high end of the range of $24 and shot up right at the opening bell. Just want to get your thoughts on how the day is going so far for your company.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. It's been an amazing day here at the Nasdaq, just seeing our team come together for this awesome, amazing day. We couldn't be happier with how we're being received in the market. We had a lot of great interest, in the IPO, and couldn't be more excited, trying to take it all in, frankly.
Well, absolutely. Congratulations to you on this opening day, Mike. I do want to ask you, because so many industries, as I'm thinking about it, and especially because of the pandemic, are going through almost a lot of growth, a lot of innovation, experiencing digital revolution. So just moving forward, where do you see some of the biggest growth opportunities for Flywire when it comes to that payment processing?
Yeah, so for us, we focus on high-end luxury, complex payment industries, really large transaction sizes. So you'll see Flywire used in industries like education to make a tuition payment, pay a healthcare bill, maybe go on that travel experience you've been waiting to go on, or make a business payment. So those sectors are just drastically underinvested in, and so it's almost like you're going back in time on the internet. Maybe 10 or 20 years when you're trying to transact in those industries. And what we're trying to do is digitize that in the same way that we've seen e-commerce and point of sale retail payments really be digitized over the last decade. So we couldn't be more excited. These high value payments, huge opportunity, and frankly, people are just sick of having bad payment experiences there, and they want to do, use software to enable more there.
Mike, I know that during the pandemic, you made an acquisition. You bought Simply. It was a provider of healthcare payment and collection software. Is that where you see the most growth in that sector in particular, in healthcare?
Yeah, healthcare sector is growing quite rapidly, nearly half of the size of U.S. e-commerce healthcare payments. It's a massive need. Obviously, more out-of-pocket spend by patients. Providers want to provide affordable payment solutions for people to make payments and to pay those bills in a modern digital way. But we see growth in all areas. The education business obviously continues to grow. We have clients in over 30 countries. And frankly, travel with the pandemic, we've all been locked in our houses for 14, 15 months here. I think really travel is going to open up, and Flywire clients are managing some of the best properties in the world for people to travel to. And I know I, for one, want to get out there and go travel the world.
Well, you don't have to tell us twice about that. It's all we've been talking about, when and where we're going to take a vacation. I think Alexis and I have Greece on our target list. Mike, I want to ask you, as Alexis was mentioning, raising $250 million, have to ask, especially as you've gone public, what do you guys hope to do with this new infusion of capital going forward?
Yeah, you're going to see us continue to staff up. Our employees, our flymates, as we call them. You're going to see many more flymates coming into the business. You're going to see us go into new geographies, expand the business by getting a broader global footprint. You'll see us enhance our payment capabilities, so adding more bank accounts, more ways to pay around the world, and doubling down on our software, right? Our clients look to us to innovate in these industries, so more product, more engineering, delivering great solutions for clients. So that's really where the focus is. You may see us do some additional acquisitions in the future, but right now we're going to focus on our own execution.
I know the business is still in its building mode, its growth mode for sure. You keep seeing revenue rise, but you're still reporting a net loss. Any timeline are you looking out? Can you guide investors at all on when the company may become profitable?
Well, you can actually see as we, in some of the public information, we actually had EBITDA profitability in 2020 as part of the pandemic, spent less, grew less to focus on the company, make sure the world was not falling apart when it came to the future of tech companies and payments. And, we started to accelerate those investments again. We see growth everywhere, opportunity everywhere. So I'd expect us to continue to put the accelerator down here for the foreseeable future. Definitely over the medium term, 3 to 5 years, the focus is on growth. Beyond that, like a lot of payment companies you see, it's a great economic model, the combination of transactional revenue and platform or software-based revenue. That combination really does give you great profitability in future years. So we're focused on growth now, but in the long term, you could expect us to see closer to profitability.
So, Mike, you just mentioned innovation, at least when it comes to the payment space. And I think the one thing that is on everyone's minds right now, especially when it comes to payments, is cryptocurrencies and also the technology that it's based on, which is blockchain. How do you guys see that impacting Flywire going forward? Is there any potential that you guys might incorporate accepting cryptocurrencies as part of the payments, or being able to ensure the acceptance of cryptocurrencies, or perhaps even incorporating that blockchain technology into what you guys do?
Yeah, for us, we always try and find all the ways in which people want to pay. If that's a given currency, a given payment method, we want to provide all those choice to our clients and their payers. So for us, some future crypto or stable coin definitely, kind of could be in the plans for us. At the same time, we need to ensure that the methods are properly regulated, that things are stable in those industries, and we're again high value, high stakes payments, things like college tuition, healthcare bills. People want to really do make sure that they have kind of reliable long-term ways to pay for those things. So I see us definitely looking at crypto on the roadmap, but right now no short-term plans.
Okay,
right,
I want to talk to you about privacy, which is sort of at the crux of the payments industry. We've seen a lot of issues, not good, in the space. How are you guys helping to keep those transactions secure? Are you using something like blockchain to do that?
Yeah, for us, obviously security, and especially the industries we touch, as you'd imagine, you have student information, you have healthcare related information, and of course payment information. So it's of the utmost importance from a compliance risk perspective to have the right systems in place. Again, our team constantly is investing to try and make sure it's the most stable, safe system that our clients can use and transact. And again, it's in a global environment, so we're dealing with all different type of global regulations related to privacy and the movement of money. Again, we have an amazing compliance risk security team that helps us really scale that function for the business. But again, always something in the forefront of your thinking in this day and age.
So speaking of your teams and your workforce, Mike, Flywire had to lay off not an insignificant portion of your workforce last year during the pandemic, like so many other companies. Curious to know if going forward you plan on scaling back that workforce again, perhaps bringing back that 12% that you had to lay off last year.
Yeah, obviously, the world a year ago was quite a unique place, and at the time, looking at how to run the business, how to run it in a responsible way for shareholders, the world changed really quick, and so, obviously, those decisions never taken lightly anywhere, but especially at Flywire. Proud to say that we have a number of those Flymates that have joined us again, those that went on furlough coming back full time, and we continue to look for opportunities for that. We are accelerating hiring, probably 100 plus positions now over the next few months for looking for new Flymates. So those Flymates that we had, always welcomed back. In addition, always looking for great talent across our industries, across technology. So again, with this cash position we have and the growth we're seeing in the business as the world recovers, couldn't be more excited about growth and adding to the team.
All right, you heard it. They're looking to add some Flymates. The Boston fintech global payments company Flywire up nearly 43% here in its Wall Street debut. Mike Massaro, CEO, thanks so much for being with us.